Tom, we haven't even started, and I'm sitting here laughing like an idiot.
And I'm trying to figure out why. What have you been doing?
And I just had a salad and cheese for lunch.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
can't work without this stuff. Salad and cheese. Woo, I'm looped. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Anyway, we visited during Splash, and that turned out to be fantastic for you. But since then, now you've gone from Splash to Volunteers. How much time in between?
About a year and a half and a couple other pictures
Right.
in between.
So what was the schedule? You finished Splash, and then what all took place?
Then I did a film called Bachelor Party, which was a far cry from far cry from the picture just before that, which was Splash. And then I produced a play in Los Angeles, and then I did a film called The Man with One Red Shoe with Stan Dragati, which also comes out this summer, and then I did Volunteers.
And now you've got a couple of others coming along.
Now I'm doing a film called The Money Pit, and then after that I do a film called Nothing in Common. Then after that, it's busy and it's a schedule, but the work is very good and it's very demanding. So.
But in between these projects, any time off at all?
A couple of weeks here and there.
Yeah.
Not that I planned that. It just happened. These things come up, and you have to make a choice of considering a lot of factors. But for the most part, for me, then being that when the movies are good, it jumps out from me from the script, and that speaks for itself. And you can argue whether you want to do too many movies or whether you shouldn't do any movies. The fact is that I want to do good movies. I want to tell nice stories that are interesting characters for me to do. And when you have that, it's undeniable. And with the oceans of material that can come in at times, a lot of it is just absolute chaff, and all you do is get rid of it. But when the scripts are good, what do you do? What is your criteria? I'm an actor, and an actor acts. So when the opportunity comes along, I take it.
And the money is good.
Money's okay. This money's okay.
It's just okay, it's not good?
Well, it's okay.
I mean, it could be better.
Well, sure. I mean, they could pay $8 zillion for doing something like that, but the money really isn't a factor more than anything else. I mean, it seems as though the less you want to do it, the more money they want to give you. But it's never a case of that, because quite frankly, I got a car and it's paid for and it's got half a tank of gas, and that's all I need. So anything else other than that that's gravy.
So what do you do with the money? Do you invest it or what?
I give it away. Would you like some?
Oh.
What do I do with the money? What do you do with your money? Oh, I got some in a bank, and I bought some appliances.
No, are you into, do you have people, business managers, saying, okay, Tom, you got to put it in real estate, you got to this, you got to that?
Yeah, I have people that tell me what to do with my money. And sometimes I do what they ask, and other times I put it under a mattress. Why are we talking about money?
I don't know. It's just something people are interested in.
Yes.
They see a guy working this much, and they start counting up the dollars.
I just invested in some very special and I think important and safe things like chinchilla farms and a new brand of three-wheeled automobile that will be coming out on the market very soon. I'm going to make a killing.
You better keep working.
Okay.
As an actor. Volunteers now. All these projects that are in the works that you have done, and now there's volunteers. In the body of work of Tom Hanks, what is going to be special about volunteers?
Well, it's the most unique character that I've ever been able to come across, that I've ever had an opportunity to play. Different so much from the earlier characters that I did and the nature of the movies that I did, as well as the farthest away from myself that I've ever come across. To be a man from his background, in his situation, dealing with it the way he does, is so far removed from my own capabilities, as well as the other characters that I've played. That's what was the main advantage of doing this movie, is that this was one of the most unique characters I had seen created, much less had been offered to me to do. And I think that it will be the most different from everything that I've done up to this point. Whether it'll be any better than anything, I don't know. You guys will decide that.
People frequently, and in my own mind, I've thought this from the first time I ever saw you, that you appeared to me to be a young Jack Lemmon. That's, you know, what came to my mind. Now,
That's fine by me. Sure, I'll take that. Okay.
okay. Down the road a piece, do you see that Tom Hanks will try to do something comparable to A Day of Wine and Roses?
Oh, you know, I'm an actor, okay, pure and simple. And when the opportunity comes along to explore an aspect of myself that has really been untouched, or to do something that is so totally different from everything that I've done up to that point, yes, I will jump at it, and the opportunities are there. And it's, as long as it is in the confines of telling a story that is going to be interesting to people, that's the only criteria I have, is good stories with good characters. And if it's comedy, fine, and because I do that well, and I like doing it, and it's hard work, and I do it well. If it's other aspects of it, I have no problems with that either. As it is now, the nature of the movies that I have done so far have been immensely challenging and very difficult and very physical, as well as rewarding spiritually, you know, mentally. I have a film that I'll be working on starting in another month with Gary Marshall, in which Jackie Gleason is going to be playing my father, which is far from anything normal that I've done, but it's still going to be the sum product of all the films that I've done up to that point. So the possibilities are there, and they're very exciting.
It'll be a more serious role, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're
well, not to scare people away. Oh my God! It's not like I'm doing the Master Builder or going to be playing, you know, Rambo 6. It's not that kind of thing. I mean, but it is going to be touching on. It's not so much the characters themselves, but the stories that they're involved in. And it'll still be a funny story. It'll still be very human, but it's also going to be a bit more wide as far as what it is that it's talking about.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward to all of that.
Okay.
How many more do we have now? 3 at least coming out. Red Shoe. Yeah, okay, okay. Tom, good to see you. You're fun to talk with.
Oh, stop it.
Wish I had a
Cut
whole
it
day.
out. No, to lay off the cheese and salads, okay?
Good to see you.
Actually,
Well, say it.
yeah, hold on for a second.
Okay.
Go. 3, 2, 1, and rolling.
Okay, Tom, since Splash then, what has been your schedule?
Well, I just got out of the methadone clinic, which I feel really good about, but then I shot a guy in Seattle, so I got to go back.
Okay. Okay. So the money could be better? What are you doing with all this money? Do you have a business manager who says, now Tom, you got to invest in this, and you got to do this, and you got to do that? In the body of work of Tom Hanks, what will be special about Volunteers? Is it possible that you're doing too many movies? I've always thought of you as being a young Jack Lemmon. Is it possible that down the road a piece you will want to do A Days of Wine and Roses? Okay, let's just do reactions now. Okay, thank you.